Hey everyone, welcome back to Empire Build Academy Fabian, and this is the Learn Foundation Galactic Frontier in Minutes series. We're now on to episode 4, and in today's episode we're talking about probably one of the most important early game decisions that you'll make, and that is of course recruiting your first heroes. Picking the right heroes early and your landing missions, quests, combat become so much easier. So in this video I will show you how recruiting works, who to focus on first, and how to avoid wasting your early shards. But before we do that, let's just have a quick look at the sections on the game that are our most important when it comes to our heroes. So the first bit that I'm going to show you quickly is the recruitment hall, and you can see mine is at currently level 24. And then if we click into the recruitment side of things, you can see we've got our recruitment hall. There's two going on at the moment. This one here, the Eternal Forge, is actually a special event. You won't see this at the early stages of the game, but what you will see is the Ventress recruitment, and we use Ventress memory to recruit heroes. You may notice as well, top right corner on this, I have 65 of the Ventress memory. The reason I haven't used that is because I would be using this in a specific event where Ventress memory being used is going to offer you more rewards. So do be aware that it is best to save these and take advantage of the events where you can use this. Coming off this and then going and having a look at our champions, which you can see at the bottom there, clicking onto this, and you can see all of the different champions I've got. You can see there are gold heroes, purple heroes, and also some heroes that I also haven't yet got enough shards for to unlock. So just as an example, this one here, Killer Bee, needs 40 shards and I've got 0 of them, so it'll be a long time before I can get anyone like that. And also the same with Aaliyah, where I've only got 6 out of the 10 so far. But what I do want to show you is how the power looks, and you can see on Cocoon, I've got Cocoon to level 120. She's 1 million in power. Her ability is very impressive, where I've got all of the different abilities to plus 20 on most of them, and you can also see there is an upgrade option to increase these as well. And then there is also a star level as well, and you can see actually the star level that I've got on this is quite strong for Cocoon, and the reason for this is because Cocoon will have come out of that Ventress memory pool a lot more often than the other heroes. You can also see as well we've got some shards down here where I can use these to promote. So you can see I currently have 41 of Cocoon shards to take her up another diamond level. I only need 9 more to add to that to be able to do this, but again, this is going to be relevant to an event, and I will only do this when that event is running. Continuing across, seeing all the different heroes, Doug Rockwell, you can see I've got him also to a decent level in terms of power. Let's just go and click on that. You can see 794,000. Jodie Burr, who you do get some copies of quite early, is 751,000, but again, the reason that she isn't as big or as powerful as Cocoon is because she hasn't come out as often in the Ventress pool recruitment hall. Continuing down, and you kind of get the idea of all the different ones, and that pretty much is an overview of the heroes. So let's now go and have a look at the next section, and this is how to unlock hero recruitment. Before you can start recruiting properly, you'll need to progress through the early main quests and upgrade your energy core at least once. Once you've done that, you'll unlock access to the hero recruitment that I showed you earlier, and then all you need to do is go into your flagship and tap on the recruitment hall to see the recruitment section. This is where you'll use your early recruitment items, your shards or your summon tickets, to unlock the new heroes. The good news is at the beginning of the game you'll get plenty of these just by following the main quests, logging in daily, and also completing the first few chapters. Now it's quite difficult in reference to who you should pick early, and that is because of the fact that you are not really going to be in control of who comes out of the recruitment hall when going in there. But what I would say is not to spread your resources across every random hero you unlock. Instead, try and focus on a small strong team that can carry you through the first 10 to 15 hours of the game, and I would be holding back not only because of the events but also getting an idea as to who is going to be your strongest heroes at the beginning from that pool recruitment, and then using those shards on your best heroes is definitely going to be important. In an ideal world, your first priority is a strong damage dealer. A hero like Zora Domini is a great early target because she does bring powerful damage and can help clear groups of enemies much faster in the landing missions. Next, you would also want another strong attacker. Someone like Jodie Burr is a solid second pick because burst damage is incredibly useful early on, especially when you're trying to finish missions quickly and push through quests. And then after this, it is a case of just trying to find a little bit of support, and this is where heroes like Clara can come in. A good support hero can buff your team, keep your squad alive, and also stop your damage dealers from getting wiped out during the harder missions. So in an ideal world, the beginner setup is quite simple. You would have one main damage damage dealer, a second damage dealer, and then ideally a support or healer. And this will give you a balanced strike team that can handle most early content without needing loads of upgrades at the beginning. Moving on to the beginner hero tips. Here are a few tips that will help save you a lot of resources. Number one, always check a hero's ability before investing. Don't just upgrade someone because you think they look cool or it's someone you just fancy investing in at the beginning. Again, keep those shards back and don't be upgrading with the food on the leveling until you know exactly who will be in your team long term. Second, once you do recruit a strong hero, you can assign them to your flagship crew slots, and this can give you useful bonuses without much extra effort. And in order to do that, all you need to do is go over to your mothership, go into the world. You will see on the left hand side where it says fleet. Click onto this and you can see that we have a couple of things that I just want to point out here. Number one is the style resonance. So this one here is a kinetic ship. So ideally I want kinetic heroes joining in this one. You can see I've got 3 kinetic heroes, and actually if I went into the recommended, this is the pro recommendation, and I would imagine, I've only played it once, I haven't started again, that this is probably somewhere where the game guides you and become 3 of your strongest heroes. Of course, if you purchase packs and things like this, then of course these heroes are going to upgrade earlier. And you can also see as well beginner choice, mid-game builds, etc. as well, if you don't get the particular heroes that you are after. And again, if we go on to the second one, you can see again this is also kinetic. I didn't actually have 3 heroes to fill this with, so this is something that I've had to actually add the next best available hero, even though she doesn't match up. And then the third one that we've got on here, this is the iron one. So there is kinetic, iron and beam. Kinetic beats iron, iron beats beam, beam beats kinetic. Again, in an ideal world, I would have all of the different kinetic heroes joined in this team. You can see I've got 2 out of the 3, and eventually long term I'd imagine that this one will get replaced. Again, if you go into the recommended, it will show you the recommended lineup for the beginner, so you can actually see that I could go down this route here, and you can see that the beginner's choice actually doesn't match up to what I've got over here. So I've got this hero here. It might be a suggestion that I take this one out and add this one in. That's how you change them over, and then quickly confirm that, and then this becomes the new recommended, and actually this may be a better option for me. And now you can see that this is the correct setup for this particular one. But what you will have also noticed, 27,258. Let's go back into that and let's change that back to what I originally had. Click on that, click on confirm, and you can see the power has gone up by 4,000. So this is also something to take into consideration. The next thing to mention would be keeping your best heroes leveled alongside your energy core. As your core improves, your hero progression opens up as well, but it does cost food to do this. Let me just show you on one of these heroes, and you can see that I can level up Cocoon, but it is going to cost quite a lot in terms of food to take them up to the next level. So that is something else to be aware of. Yes, I've got plenty of food. Yes, I will do this, but at the moment I'm just holding back and making sure that this investment absolutely is the right decision before going ahead. So what to do after recruiting? Once you've recruited your first strong heroes and you've then added them into your strike team, jumping into a landing mission and then testing them out is what you should instantly do, and you will notice the difference. Enemies go down faster, your team survives longer, and your main quest progress becomes much smoother. And this is why your hero recruitment is such a big early game milestone. A good team will make everything easier. And just to show you some of the early games that you can play in this where your heroes become useful, not only do you have little side missions that you can do solo, you also have missions on here that are part of an alliance as well, and this is going to help you out. But just to give you an idea as to a mini game on here, let's go and complete this one next. This is chapter 8, stage 5, nightmare stage, and let's go into the battle. And you can see these are the 3 heroes that I've got selected, and then when I click into this it says victory assured, and that is because this should be a straightforward battle. But just to give you an idea as to how things look, you can actually move your heroes around however you wish on the game. When you do find that you have victory assured, you don't really need to take too much in terms of getting involved. If it was a little bit tougher, which you will notice at the beginning, I would advise moving around, making sure that you're not taking too much damage. There are some bosses that can actually direct damage at you, and avoiding those strikes is also going to help help you survive longer. But you can see in this particular one here, no problem at all. I am going to win this battle easily. And there are quite a few different mini events, which we will see later in the episodes, that we can get involved in. So that pretty much brings us to an end of episode 4. To keep it simple, recruit carefully, build one strong team, and don't waste shards on heroes that you won't use long term. In the next episode, we will go through the main quest walkthrough, and I'll show you how to finish your day 1 tasks as quickly as possible. If this has helped, please do support the channel by liking this particular video, subscribe for more quick guides, and also do go over to Top Game Strategies, where I will be posting clear guides, real strategies, beginner guides, top 10 things, every building explained. Those kind of guides will be on Top Game Strategies, which is my other YouTube channel. That is it for this particular one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one very soon.